Okay, so in this question, we have another clock problems. So the time is now in between 9 and 10. Okay, so the angle in between our hand and the imaginary hand pointing at 12 has the same measure, which basically means this angle right here, blue angle, and the angle right here, red one, has the same measure. And how many minutes past 9 is on this clock? Okay, so the first of all, like I saw some people are actually getting the answer that is larger than like 15, whatever. But the question basically, what is the like this time, right? Which is like in between 10 to 15. So whatever you're getting, anything other than 10 to 15 doesn't really make sense. So you really need to check your work when you get something different. But the question says, how many minutes past 9 in this clock? Okay, so the probably we are given these two angles are equal, so which has to be really helpful, or at least needs to be used to get our answer. So let's try. So if you are given, let's say like this this like minute hand, like let's say it's there pointing at 12. When you rotate this fully, like 360 degrees, right? It will be 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, you are gonna actually rotate this minute hand 360 degrees. So let me actually write that. If you move this 60 minutes for the like minute hand, I'm gonna say actually. Okay, so if you do this 60 minute, it will rotate 360 degrees. So if I divide by 60 for each minute, so it's for each minute, I'm gonna have 6 degrees movement, like every like minute, so it will just move 6 minutes, okay, 6 degrees. So that is something. So let's ignore this guy. And the same thing with this hour hand. So if I do the hour hand, okay, so if you move like hour hand from 9 to 10, which is basically 1/12 of the full 360 degree, then 1/12 of 360 degrees will be moved in 60 minutes for the hour hand, right? In 60 minutes. So that's basically 30 degrees in 60 minutes. If you divide by 60, you got 1/2 degrees in 1 minute. So basically, if you move 1 minute, we are gonna move 1/2 degrees for the hour hand. So this guy, like if this is at 12 and then this is not at 9, so when you move this x minute, it will move this way as well for the hour hand. So we need to think about that for sure. And the question says how many minutes, right? So yeah, it says how many minutes. So for my next step, let's assume this is pointing at x minutes. X could be anything between 10 to 12. I'm going to say x minutes. So for every minute that we move for the minute hand, so we are going to have 6-degree rotation, right? 6-degree movement. So if I do the x minute, then that will be 6x degree like movement, I guess, like in this direction. So 6x degrees, 6x basically from 12 to x minutes. So this measure is going to be 6x. And but when you move the minute hand from 12 to some like minutes, some degrees, right this way, this hour hand is going to be moving this way as well. So if this is pointing at the 9, like in between 9 to 10, we have 30 degrees because 1/12 of the full hour is 30 degrees. And if you are moving x minutes, because we are just trying to find how many minutes passing 9. So if you are moving x minute, then it will be the hour hand will actually move from 9 to this direction, x times 1/2 degrees, which is basically x half degrees in X minutes, right? So, but the question says this degree and this degree is the same. So this degree is, it's basically in X minutes, we are gonna have 6X degrees movement. So which means this guy from here to here is basically 6X degrees. So I can write that one. So 6X degrees. But on this case, it's a little bit challenging. So if you are pointing at from this point to the 10, so you have 2 hours distance, which is basically 30 degrees right here, 30 degrees, which is 60. But for this guy, this is going to be less than 30. So, and since we just move X minute for the minute hand, that will move this hour hand by X over half degrees. But from 9 to 10, that should be 30 degrees. So if I subtract X over 2 from 30, then I will actually get, let me show that. I will actually get this, let's say this is, I'm gonna make it, okay, let's this way. So this measure right here has to be 30 degree minus X over 2, because this is basically, if this was pointing at 9, and from 9 to 10, there is 30 degrees, but since we move this by X half degrees, we need to subtract that to get this guy. And then I do know this piece is the same as this 60 degrees. So I need to add that 60 as well. So these two has to be equal to each other, because we are told that this angle measure and this angle measure was given the same. So now we have an equation that we need to solve. So you can get 90 is equal to like 6X plus X half. So that would be 13 over 2X, which is basically, if you multiply by 2, you got 180 over 13 is equal to X, right? So if you divide 180 by 13, so you will get 13.8. So that's going to be the answer.